Can you define biomimicry for us?
Sure. Biomimicry is emulating life's genius. It's asking nature for design advice and then trying to copy or emulate nature's designs and recipes and ecosystem strategies in order to come up with better inventions. It's innovation inspired by nature.
Can you give us some examples of biomimicry?
Well, let's see, there's a wind turbine that is mimicking a humpback whale's flipper. Yeah, it sounds kind of crazy, but a humpback whale has to go through the water in the ocean, and it's a huge animal, and it has to actually do some very tight turning in the ocean in order to feed. And if you ever notice, the humpback whale's flipper has bumps on it. And those bumps, what that does is as water runs over those bumps, it reduces the friction of that water. So when you put that same design, that same shape on a wind turbine blade, it allows it to spin much more effectively. It allows it to spin in really low wind speeds.
Wow.
Another one is a whole line of self-cleaning products that don't need detergent. You know how we're always worried about the toxic nature of detergents, the fact that there's phosphorus in them, and it goes into water, and it causes, if there's enough of it, it'll cause algae to bloom, and then it'll cause a dead zone, what's called a dead zone. So we always are worried about detergents. We want them to be phosphate-free. But in the natural world, nothing uses detergent. Nothing uses soap to keep itself clean. What leaves do, many leaves do this, is they've got on their surface a sort of bumpy structure. And when, you know how dew balls up on a leaf? Well, that's because of the bumps. Dirt doesn't get a chance to really adhere or stick to the leaf because it's kind of teetering on these bumps. And then when rainwater comes, it balls up, and then as the leaf tilts, the ball of water rolls down and it picks up the dirt particles like a snowball picking up leaves.
Wow.
And yeah, it's called the lotus effect. And they're borrowing that and they're putting it on paint you can paint your house with. And when it dries, it'll have that bumpy structure. And they're putting it on fabrics, and they're putting it on glass, all kinds of things, so that you don't have to use detergent or sandblasting to clean a building. Rainwater will clean it.